Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're going to be doing something pretty interesting. So today we're going to be watching a gameplay and an actual video coming out from Louche, former teammate, now Australian, #1 ranked team that just peaked at rank 1 on their way to Masters, and yeah, just good friends of mine. So we have Suluwu, Louche, Anon, Don, and Joe. They're going to be the #1 ranked Australian team, and they're going to be facing up against Team Galaxy. Now, Galaxy is like the #1 team, or one of the very high rated teams in Japan, and they run this kind of like really aggressive score comp, and the Australian Owl team runs a little bit more of like a standard meta comp. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at this video. Now, this video itself is actually like a team VOD review that they made, and I definitely urge you watch the link in the description because it's really interesting to hear them talk about the game. I'm going to be breaking it down and talk to Louche, and I decided to do something like this, so definitely go take a look at it. You can see the kind of team comps I left on the screen just for a second, and yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it. All right, so we have a kind of traditional 1-1-3. I'm expecting, now I've actually seen this video, so I should say I'm expecting, but I would be expecting very aggressive gradient play and a 2-2 or like 2-1-2 lane setup. We see that a lot in the Eastern world. They do this like Talonflame Lucario lane. That's been pretty consistently going on, and you can already see the aggressive invadey kind of gradient going on the map already. That's just like what they do, man. I don't know. So gradient invade already kind of running strong. Don was on Eldegoss like early on, but this is how they're looking to trade it. They're essentially being incredibly aggressive in the bot lane. They're going to find a pick, they're going to get score, and they're trying to keep their experience high and their point gain high by essentially kind of like power dynamic flipping, like what the gradient can do versus what they're capable of doing. So gradient, again, already being super aggressive, and Don is like rotating down to kind of deal with it, but Joe and Louche are dealing with it in their own way, where they are securing as much of the bot lane farm as they can. Now, luckily for them, they're not able to, or they don't let him score, so he's not able to score, so that slows him down a little bit. That was like what, 17 points on the gradient. Rollout Wiggly, very, very hard to catch, so that you see a lot of Rollout Wiggly because it gives them a shield. They can actually kind of run away and be very score compy. But right now Owl is doing good. They're slowing down the gradient invade. They're getting a lot of bot lane farm. They're basically stomping bot lane, kind of with their 2-1-2. They had Don rotating, like I said, sitting in the mid jungle to kind of deal with the gradient invade, and then he decided to go to the top lane to deal with the 2-1-2. And they are just essentially winning lanes, but they are having to deal with the gradient and any scores that they might be getting. So Lucario getting a kill on top. I think it's Anon getting a kill on top. And now look, they're trying to deal with the Covet Gradient, but he's unstoppable and he's Covet Gradient. So he steals all your berries, he runs away. But with 20 points on him, I don't know that he'll be able to do a whole lot. So they take him down again. So I think that the Gradient player now automatically is not getting as much value as they wish that they were, or wish that they could. And you see how Suluwu and Louche are just consistently going to be stepping forward and like dunking. Like when they have like 5 points, 2 points, whatever they have, they're going to be looking to dunk as much as possible. And what I have to say about these kinds of comps is like, okay, so Galaxy rotates really, really heavy, so they're going to be kind of like losing out here in bot lane. But what you have to know about these comps, and definitely something that's going to shine a little bit more in the gameplay a little bit later on, is that the Galaxy team comp is just not that great at fighting. Talonflame's not the best team fighter in the world. I'd say like Covet Gradient is like, it's okay, like it's pretty good at team fighting. But overall, just like the way that the team comp is structured is not the best for team fighting. Now you have like Eldegoss and Lucario and Venusaur and Wiggly, and that's an incredibly strong team fight scenario, with Dragonite being pretty good, being pretty decent at team fighting. It's not the best team fight in the world, but pretty decent. So now they're just like securing the Rotom. They're flipping the map on them because they kind of got dove on bot lane, and they're just doing what they can to stay aggressive, it looks like. So Owl knows that they need to keep up with them, right? Like the point is that they don't want to fall behind and score, so they're just scoring as much as they can essentially, and kind of playing like, maybe to not just deal with the score comp, but to actually like keep tempo with it as well. Louche grabs the red buff. That's actually pretty huge. I think that's something that needs to be like that's just something that needs to be acknowledged, is like just how much experience the buffs give you. That like if you ever are losing, like say you're getting invaded, or like they have like an enemy team has control over the map over you, you have to make sure that you're trying to at least secure your buffs, because if they are able to take everything on your side of the jungle and get your buffs, like you're just never getting any experience. So Al trying to keep up in score, trying to keep up in level. At some point they're going to be hopefully trying to team fight them, so that way they can actually like deal with them. And even something like this, like getting the sleep off, like getting Anon to score, getting Lucius score in, like just trying to keep up with the scores as much as possible. All right, so they're backing up. Galaxy comes to deal with them, and this could turn into a team fight. Lucius turning back around. So first, a real big fight that's like kind of starting to break, more or less. More scores in the bot lane. Louche goes down there. He's spamming ult. I see him like spamming ult, but they're good. They're honestly just like rolling. All right, and now the first 5-minute call out that they have lead. That's a potential 27. Okay, so 27-point overdunk, like pretty decent. Like really, really good, I think, for these kind of like heavy score games. And Lucius spawning and going up towards Rotom. Doesn't want to give that for free. Again, whatever pressure that they could potentially get off the map would be good in their favor. So they're going to get that. Galaxy's probably not going to contest. Oh, that maybe they're like contesting. Enemy Talonflame scoring behind them. So that's like 30 more points. 30 points is a pretty decent score. They've got people in the bot lane. You see the enemy Talonflame is like fighting over their Audinos. So like Al is basically like flipping the map and trying to trade them. That's 20 more points. Like they're just 30 more points. This is the whole point of score comp. It's just having the lead going into the final 2 minutes and like trying to break out a lane if they can. Like they're trying to build a win con, and they're trying to have the advantage, so that way they're the team that can like decide what to do. Another 18. Like it's just getting ridiculous. So Lucius is going to go score in the bot lane. Owl secures the Dreadnought, so they can definitely fight. Like experience wise, Owl has the better team fight. They're keeping up in experience, and they have a better team fight team comp. But right now it would be my expectation that it's either still close battle, or that Team Galaxy has the point lead. So we might see some, like score shield. We're seeing some big scores coming out right now from Owl, because like they need to keep that tempo. They need to keep that tempo if they can. And even just like trying to secure 5 points here, like here or there, just to get like more scoring. Like if Sulu can get that 5 points in, like just because. So unfortunately he can't. Louche is going to try to walk away. He's probably going to go down here, but it's fine. Yeah, Lucario on him. So he's going to go down, and now they just need to try to keep the score. All right, so we have 3 seconds until we get a call out. Close battle. Honestly, at close battle, that's not a terrible position for them to be in. Now there's a Rotom coming up. They're probably going to farm up a little bit, get like what levels, and get close to their unites if they can. And then I expect that they will probably gather around the Rotom. They don't want to give that pressure for free. They can start to assess like how many points Team Galaxy actually has on their characters. You can see 10, like 21. So they don't have like enough points that where, completely ignoring Zapdos is probably enough. And this is going to turn into like the team fight of the game. Big secures. They have the pup, the hyper beam. And this is like the big fight. So Covet Greedit and doing what he can, but honestly just taking a ton of damage, has to run away. Yeah, with them pushing this in, they have lead. Louche is going to have to ult here to stay alive. The Louche ults to stay alive. The Rotom did crash in. And this is their big team fight. That's a pretty decent Sing. Like it looked like a big Sing. See Sulu going for the top lane score. So that's going to put them in a huge lead. So they should have huge lead right now. And as long as they don't all die here, but they're winning the team fight. They're honestly just winning the team fight. Joe looking to score, not going to get that in, but honestly, he could just back up. They still have a couple ults, like they have like Louche's Slow Smoke. The Zapdos is still up. They have Hyper Beam secure it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, yeah. They're going to close it out here. So, you know, Team Galaxy just playing this like super hyper aggressive, like flip things on its head score comp, versing a much more traditional like style of play where they just want a team fight. As long as Owl doesn't fall ridiculously behind, and that's the thing, right? As long as they don't fall so ridiculously far behind that they can't keep themselves in the game, then they should scale better and win. Really, really interesting. It's such chaos and anarchy to watch. It's honestly super impressive to see how they deal with this and to watch what Galaxy's trying to do. But friends, there you have it. That's going to be Team Owl defeating Team Galaxy. Super, super engaging and fun gameplay. Definitely go check out the link in the description. Go watch this video yourself. You can kind of hear like what it's like a team VOD review.
Would you guys agree?
I'm gonna kill this guy on the tower.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So yeah,
Definitely.
super interesting. Definitely go give that a watch if you wouldn't mind. It's really, really fun. It's just different, man. It's just different too. So we definitely appreciate our Australian friends over on the other side. So friends, as always, drop a like on the video. Leave me a comment if you wouldn't mind. Help me get this video out to some different people. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for future Pokemon Unite content. Be sure to be kind to one another. Tell someone that you love them, and I'll see you on the next video.